The Secretary of Defense, in coordination with the Director of National Intelligence, shall develop and implement a strategy and plan to enable the defense intelligence enterprise to more effectively fulfill the intelligence and information requirements of the commanders of the combatant commands with respect to efforts by the combatant commands to expose and counter foreign malign influence, coercion, and subversion activities undertaken by, or at the direction, on behalf, or with substantial support of the governments of covered foreign countries. B. Matters included in plan. The plan under subsection A shall include the following. 1. A plan to improve policies and procedures of the defense intelligence enterprise to assemble and release facts about the foreign malign influence, coercion, and subversion activities of a covered foreign country described in such subsection in a timely way and in forms that allow for greater distribution and release. 2. A plan to develop and publish validated priority intelligence requirements of the commanders of the combatant commands. 3. A plan to better leverage open source and commercially available information and independent analyses to support the efforts by the combatant commands described in such subsection. Four, a review by each element of the defense intelligence enterprise of the approaches used by that element, A, with respect to intelligence that has not been processed or analyzed, to separate out data from the sources and methods by which the data is obtained, commonly known as taillining, and B, with respect to finished intelligence products that relate to foreign malign influence, coercion, and subversion activities of a covered foreign country described in such subsection, to downgrade the classification level of the product. 6. An identification of any additional resources or legislative authority necessary to better meet the intelligence and information requirements described in such subsection. 7. An assignment of responsibilities and timelines for the implementation of the plans described in paragraphs 1, 2, and 3. 8. Any other matters the Secretary determines relevant. C. Submission not later than 90 days after the date of the enactment of this Act. The Secretary of Defense, in coordination with the Director of National Intelligence, shall submit to the appropriate congressional committees and the Comptroller General of the United States the plan developed under subsection A. D. Comptroller General Review. 1. Requirement: the Comptroller General shall conduct a review of a. the plan submitted under subsection C, and b. the activities and future plans of the Defense Intelligence Enterprise for meeting the intelligence and information requirements described in subsection A. 2. Elements: the review under paragraph 1 shall include the following: a. the extent to which the plan submitted under subsection C includes the elements identified in subsection B. B. The extent to which the Defense Intelligence Enterprise has clearly assigned roles, responsibilities, and processes for fulfilling the intelligence and information requirements described in subsection A. C. The extent to which the Defense Intelligence Enterprise is planning to obtain additional capabilities and resources to improve the quality and timeliness of intelligence and information provided to the commanders of the combatant commands to aid in the efforts described in subsection A. D. The extent to which the Defense Intelligence Enterprise is identifying, obtaining, and using commercial and publicly available information to aid in such efforts. E. Any other related issues that the Comptroller General determines appropriate. 3. Briefing and report. Not later than 120 days after the date on which the Comptroller General receives the plan under subsection C, the Comptroller General shall provide to the appropriate congressional committees a briefing on any initial findings about the plan. After such briefing, the Comptroller General shall submit to the committees a report on the plan at a date mutually agreed upon by the Comptroller General and the committees. E. Congressional briefing, not later than 90 days after the date of the enactment of this Act, and annually thereafter through December 31, 2026, the Secretary, in coordination with the Director of National Intelligence, shall provide to the appropriate congressional committees a briefing on the strategy and plan under subsection A. F. Definitions in this section. 1. The term appropriate congressional committees means the following. A. The Congressional Defense Committees. B. The Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence of the House of Representatives and the Select Committee on Intelligence of the Senate. 2. The term covered foreign country means any of the following. A. The People's Republic of China. B. The Russian Federation. C. The Islamic Republic of Iran. D. The Democratic People's Republic of Korea. E. Any other foreign country the Secretary of Defense and the Director of National Intelligence determine appropriate. 3. The term Defense Intelligence Enterprise has the meaning given that term in Section 426, b. 4, of Title 10, United States Code. Sec. 1623. Annual briefing by Director of the Defense Intelligence Agency on electronic warfare threat to operations of the Department of Defense. A. Requirement. Not later than March 31, 2022, and annually thereafter through 2026, the Director of the Defense Intelligence Agency shall provide the Congressional Defense Committees, the Select Committee on Intelligence of the Senate, and the Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence of the House of Representatives a briefing on the electronic warfare threat to operations of the Department of Defense by Russia,